Hello, ladies. What's going on? I am recording this meeting so that I can hopefully remember to upload it and hopefully figure out how to upload it because a lot of times your girl be forgetting. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, does anyone know how to change my background? I don't know why it's blurred. Maybe preferences? Preference, zoom, backgrounds and effects, blur, none. Okay, there we go.
I think you're good.
Got it. I got it. This is my life right now.
Oh my God.
I am like tucked away in a corner and I have my my busted ring light here as our light today. So Brianna completely lost her voice, so no talking for me tonight. That must be torture. I feel like that would be torture for me if I wasn't able to talk. That'd be like a special kind of hell for me. So thank you all for being here. Dana is camping and Megan, it's tough with like step kids and everything, big kids, to do this on Wednesdays. And I don't know why I didn't think about this being like church night as well. So I may switch it to Tuesdays. If Wednesday nights is going to be like a problem for the majority, I will switch it. But if it's only a few people, then we'll just record and you guys can watch later. So if you're watching the recording, hey, love you. Wish you were here. So anyway, hello. Welcome to June Launching Leaders. I'm Bailey Kavanaugh, and I'm probably your partner coach if you're here. And if you're not, then Dana or Megan or Kristen is. And we are running this group together. This month is going to be a little bit of a shorter version because we have Summit coming up, which was our annual big giant work event that I'm so excited about that some of you are going to join us on, and we're very excited for. But we're traveling to Texas. We're staying in a hotel together. There's a lot going on. And then plus I'm going to be moving. So I have to like work my business around my life and not the other way around. So a lot of you were in our Launching Leaders for May last month, and it was a complete hit. You guys knocked it out of the park to where I felt confident enough as a leader. Thank you for making me a confident leader to do this again. And with the new people, hello, new people, we love you. And we're excited that you're here. That I just kind of want to run down a couple of housekeeping expectations, and then I'll dive into like the pretty inspiration things. Number one, this is from now, I guess, through June. What's that third week in June, y'all? Hold on, hold the front door.
21st.
Thank you.
21st.
The day before we leave for Summit. So the 22nd is when most of us are going to be traveling to Summit, to Texas. So basically tonight's the kickoff call, and then next Wednesday, then the 14th and the 21st, we will be having our kickoff calls from 8 to 8:30 sharp because I want to be respectful of your time. And if I could sit here and talk to you all night, I would. So it's holding myself accountable. Okay. So basically they're from 8 to 8:30. If you can be on. Your kids are always welcome. Your dogs, your cats, your birds, whatever are always welcome. Just come on, mute yourself. If you need to like turn off the camera because your kid's butt's in there because you're doing bath time, that's totally fine. We understand. Kids are always welcome. Your family's always welcome. This is built to your life and not the other way around. This is not like a traditional job. Okay. Number two, those of you, hold please. Yes, ma'am. I'm on the live call, literally. I'm literally on it. Nope. Okay. Okay. Hi. Oh, thank you. Every time. Never fails. Never fails. Or if I get on the phone, hello, and then I'll start going crazy. So, those of you who are in the May Launching Leaders group, because you have now graduated from baby partner to toddler partner, I would like for you to use in the file section under our June Launching Leaders Facebook group. I want you to use the June social media content upgrade. This is literally just look at the PDF. I pay for the service. So this is something I'm sharing with you guys as a paid service as me as your partner. This is like a perk that you get for being with the crazy woman as your partner. Is that it gives you posting ideas, posing ideas, things to talk about on your stories, things to post about specific days. Like I think one of them is like National Donut Day or whatever. So it gives you, when you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut and you don't know what the heck to post about, just go to this PDF and be like, I'm feeling really uninspired. What do I need to talk about today? Or I'm super busy. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Boom, go to it, look at it, post it. All of these are set up in a way that a marketing expert has given us to use so that you're talking about relevant things. I know sometimes we feel like we're very boring or that people aren't going to care about how I make my coffee in the morning. Yes, they are. You are not boring. Your life is not boring. How many people get rich on YouTube about what I eat in a day? If somebody can be rich off what I eat in a day, you can be rich with love and friends and helping other women with their health and wellness by sharing your story and just being yourself. Okay. So you guys are going to use the June social content upgrade for my toddlers. Okay. For my babies that are new this month, you are going to use the 30-day action plan. All of this is under the file section in the June Launching Leaders group. And if you need help finding it, totally hit me up or hit up your coach, partner. Sorry. And basically you're going to be using the 30-day action plan. This is for brand new people, but I'm going to put a little twist on it this month. Okay. I want you to use that as a reference. You don't have to post exactly what they're telling you to post that day, because I'm going to be honest. Today's post that I was getting ready to post, it was a fantastic podcast that I listened to. And it's from a psychologist that said it's really hard to come home to yourself when you're living in a drive-through window or a vending machine. Mind blown. And she was like, why? Why is it hard to come home to yourself if you're living in a drive-through window or a vending machine? Because your food affects your mood. Okay. So I typed up this beautiful post because I was feeling very inspired by this podcast. And today, for a lot of the kids here, it's the last day of school. And so I went to Wendy's and I got myself a cheeseburger. Okay. So it felt really inauthentic for me to make this post about a drive-through window when I was literally like, can I get a junior bacon cheeseburger and a Dr. Pepper and some French fries? Okay. Because that's sometimes in my life. And it's not the majority of my life, so I don't feel bad about it. But I did not feel authentic for me to post that day. Not that I feel fake, but like I was like, this don't feel right. I'm not going to post it. So I just didn't post anything today, okay? So for my babies, I want you to use the 30-day action guide. I want you to use it as a reference guide. But I do want all of us to be showing up on the regs on our social media. Because when we don't show up on our social media, it says my business is closed. I'm not open for business. Because our free storefront that we get to use, this tool that we get to use for our business, is free. And it does say I'm open for business. So going into, so toddlers, June social media content upgrade. Babies for June, I want you to use the 30-day action plan. Okay. Okay. Number one, what I want you to do this month, whether you're a toddler or a baby, I want you to commit to your health, because in this business, you are your number one job. And ironically enough, job one is the body block that a lot of us are going to be starting. I want you to go full send with your health, like yeet your health into the future and be like, I'm going to show up for this job one block. And even if I miss a freaking day, I don't care, because it's 20 minutes and I got 2 extra days out of the week to get this crap in. If life goes south or whatever, like y'all, it took me 4 weeks to complete T25, which is a 3-week program. But guess what? I did it. I showed up and I did it, and I feel great, and I don't feel remorseful or bad about myself or anything, because I completed the dang thing and I feel good about it. So if I want you to show up for your job one body block, if that's what you're doing, whatever you're doing, I want you to show up for it full send. Your nutrition, I want you to show up full send for your nutrition. This does not mean that when the summer party comes around and there's somebody's birthday cake, that you don't eat the cake. You better eat that cake. You better eat that cake. That doesn't mean that you don't get to eat the hot dog with your family's cookout. I'm just saying, Monday through Friday, the 80-20, I want you to stick to your nutrition plan. I want you to get your 4 servings of vegetables a day. I want you to get your 2 servings of fruit a day. Whatever it is, whether you're doing 2B mindset or whether you're doing portion fix, which is like my ultimate favorite, please just stick with it. And I promise when you see the results, it will not feel restrictive. It will not feel crazy. I want you to like enjoy life and find balance with your nutrition program. So I want you to go full send. And then I also want you to be logging into this community with the BOD group. It is imperative that you get into the BOD group, that you track your freaking workouts, take a pretty picture of your food. You don't have to just post in the group what you're tracking, like under that tracking tab in the app. You can literally just post a picture of, I did a 2-mile walk today and I'm really proud of myself because I didn't have to stop at the mailbox like I usually do. Or, oh, sorry, did it pause? Can you hear me? Okay, sorry. I live out in the sticks, and I bet you my husband just like called somebody and then like freaked everything out. So that's how my service works. Okay, here we go. Yeah. No perfection mindset. Like just like Kristen said, no perfection mindset. I want you to show up for your workouts, show up for your nutrition, log into the community, and yes. Oh, no, you're muted.
Good one. I was going to remind you where you were before you glitched out on us. You were talking about, I like this just because a lot of my people are like, I don't want to put my photo on there. You were saying like, put a picture of your food or put a picture of your shake, or it doesn't have to just be a sweaty selfie if you don't like that. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, like if you forgot, even if you just forgot to take your sweaty selfie today and you had a cute picture of your dog or something, because I know some people don't want to post their kids. This is a safe place. Stuff that is posted in this group is not like shared to the general public. It's a private group. And if you want to post a picture of your kids or maybe a pretty picture, maybe you got ready for the day after you did your workout, you're like double whammy and you're like, I'm feeling cute. I'm gonna post my picture. Like my friend Erin just had a pregnancy maternity shoot and she was like dolled up to the nine, which she's a mom and she never gets to do that. So she was like, I'm posting this in the group and y'all want to tell me I'm pretty. And we did because she looked great. So, but also I'm just going to like drive the knife in a little bit more. If you don't like taking a picture of yourself, let's talk about why. Let's talk about why, because I was the person that did not want to be in front of the camera and did not want my photos taken, because I always was the mom behind the camera because I didn't want anybody to like see me in the pictures, because the last 5 pictures I had taken, I had gained 30 pounds and I was completely embarrassed of myself and didn't want to wear shorts anywhere. So even if you don't post the pictures, I urge you, I beg you to take the picture, even if you just like lock it up and save it in your back pocket for later, because even if the scale doesn't change and even if your measurements don't change, a picture is worth 1,000 words, because it's the scale paired with your measurements, paired with your feeling and how you feel about yourself, paired with the pictures that tells the full story. We're not just going to cherry pick, oh, the scale went up. Yeah, trick, because you just gained a bunch of muscle because you've been pumping iron. Okay. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to take the whole picture. So even if you don't want to post the pictures yet, don't do it for anyone other than yourself. You don't have to post them here. You don't have to show anybody. Just do it for yourself, because I regret not taking photos in the beginning because I knew how I looked and I knew that I could have like a giant comparison of like even just the smile on my face or my skin texture or the muscle definition, not even just the weight, but so much more than that. So yeah, number 1 job that I want you to give me for June, commit to your health, because you are the number 1 job here. Okay. Number 2, we are going to share what we're doing, because sharing is caring. And if you don't tell people, how the heck are they supposed to know? And that's going to here, I already hear Old Bailey. Who gives a crap about my stupid workout? People are going to be annoyed that I'm posting so much and it's going to look so fake. First of all, either you subscribe to the crazy or you don't follow me. Let them. This is like the new mantra for June. If they don't like you, let them. If your kids ain't doing that, let them. If your husband's not showing up the way they should, let them. You go on about you and only try to change and pivot yourself and quit trying to dictate what other people do, because if they wanted to, they would. And if you wanted to, then you would. So make sure that we are sharing our workouts. Make sure you are sharing your simple, quick breakfast as a mom, or even what your toddler ate that day. I'm gonna be honest, I love when I see what toddlers eat, because then I'm like, let me chop that up this way real quick for my toddler, because I've never even thought about that. Share your real life. You can talk about how you got the crazy May madness going on with all of this. If you're a mom, like if you've got crazy May madness, if you're an end of the year teacher that's like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And then if you're a teacher and a mom, bam, double whammy. You got a lot of stuff going on. So make sure that you're posting. You are not boring. You're not boring. Even the mundane, even the simple is refreshing for people to see, because like, yeah, just posting your workout daily isn't enough. Like because if you're just a robot, people aren't going to see that beautiful smile of yours. People aren't going to see like how funny and crazy you are. Like please just don't be afraid to let a little bit crazy out. Okay. People need more crazy in the world. Okay. Don't be afraid to a little bit crazy out. Okay. So that's number one. You are your number one job. Commit to your health. Number two, sharing. That's including your workouts, your nutrition, your real life, and that you are not boring. Number three, in the 30-day action plan, it will stagger and say day 1, do this, day 2, do this, day 3, do this. And at some point, maybe by like day 5, it's going to tell you to start inviting people. I don't like that. Okay. I think this was actually Dana's idea. She's not on here tonight, but you guys will meet her. I think we just focus on genuine connections. I don't want you to panic about how the heck am I even supposed to invite anybody when I've only been doing this 5 days? Like, I don't understand. How do you expect me to do this? I don't want you to. I want you to make genuine, real connections with people and don't be fake, because I'm going to be honest. My number one regret in the beginning of this business was that I clawed my way to almost diamond by getting a bunch of people that weren't my people. And then my whole team fell apart. And that's because, I just was desperate to like prove that I could do this instead of doing it for myself and saying however long it takes, that's fine. And I began not to be so obsessed with the outcome. And I just started to become obsessed with the process, because the process is your journey in life. Like, think about on your tombstone when it's like born this day, died this day. Those days are like the least important days. It's the dash in the middle that is the most important. And so that's what I want you to become obsessed with, is the dash in the middle, what your life is going to look like on a daily basis, what feels good. Screw the scale, screw your measurements, screw not eating the cake at the cookout. I want you to feel good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, we just went to the lake this past weekend, and like, I didn't eat a whole bunch of vegetables. And on the way home, I was like eating Pringles. And I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I don't even like these Pringles. They taste like crap. They're kind of good for like a moment, but then they taste like a dirty foot sock. And then I feel like crap after I eat it. So I recognized I don't want this. And then I was physically able to restrain myself from binge eating because I was mindlessly eating in the car. So like, that felt good, and it did not feel restrictive because I was able to have control over myself and my body and my decisions. So it's not about people forcing you. It's not about you have to follow this program. It's so much more about loving yourself through the journey. So we're going to make genuine connections with people that we actually like. Like, if you're a mom, you probably kind of want to be friends with other moms. If you really like working out, you're going to want to like maybe talk to the girl that's doing a gym routine, but maybe has no community. If you are a teacher, maybe talk to other teacher friends. Hey, this summer, this is what I'm doing. Do you want to pop in to our group with 20-minute workouts? Or if they say, go you're doing great. I see you sharing your stuff, girl. You keep it up. Thank you so much. If you're ever interested, hit me up. Like, it doesn't have to be a hard invite. It can just be easy connections. The best way for me to do this is to create collections in Instagram, or you can grab a good old pen and paper and write people down. I will tell you, sometimes it does not work for me because I end up losing my piece of paper because I'm real hella ADHD. So I put it in my phone and I save them to collections, like a little save tab on the side of a photo. And if you find somebody that you like or somebody that's shown interest, like, I have a connections folder. So all the people that I've connected with in May, whether I've liked their post, they've liked my post, we've talked about something completely off subject, I put them in my May connections folder. And so then for June, or when June comes around, when middle of June comes around, you start inviting to July. So it's like a middle of the month to middle of the month type of thing, right? So when mid-July rolls around, going into the third week, I'm gonna start asking y'all to invite people because you've made all these genuine connections. Hey, my next group is coming up in July, because obviously you're already in the middle of June. Would you like to start this with me? Here's the theme, here's the this. And I just do really quick, short invites. I don't want to word vomit all over somebody if they're not even remotely interested. I say, here's what it is, here's when it is, maybe a little teaser, like, we still have the $30 off coupon. Would you be interested? Or do you want more information? And we'll talk about that more on other calls, but connecting with people, being real with people, not making it fake, and not putting yourself with people that you don't actually like. Please know that you are worth more than a sale. You are worth more than working with someone that you don't freaking like, because I'm pretty sure all of us are women. We've had to work with people that we really don't like. And now's not the time for that. We're going to turn this around, and we're going to create this community of people that we love, and that we actually want to give a crap about what their lives are about. So that was number 3, was genuine connections. And then number 4, I really, 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 really encourage you guys to track and use the trackers. The tracker is not about filling it off to completion. It is about making sure that you are doing the things that are going to move your business forward. And when the month ends, you can look back and be proud of yourself. This is not here to condemn you. This is not here to tell you that you did a crap job and you didn't fill out your tracker. I posted in the May Launching Leaders group today about my tracker for the 4 weeks of May. Every Saturday and Sunday was blank because I don't work on Saturday or Sundays, because I'm in a stage of my life with my kids, my husband, the way that his job works and everything else, that like, I just don't have the mental energy to work on the weekends right now. And that's okay. My business will reflect from it, but I'm okay with that right now because this is built for my life and not the other way around. So number 1, your health is your first priority. I want you to full send. I want you to yeet your health. Okay. I'm trying to gain some muscles with you. Okay. Number 2, sharing what you're doing with your life, with your workouts, with your nutrition, that you're not a boring person, that even just the way you make your coffee in the morning is fun and people are interested in that. And you are an interesting person. Number 3, genuine connections. We will make IG collections or write it down on pen and paper. And then come middle of June, we will start inviting to July. But the first couple weeks, I just want you to start working on connections. And then number 4, use your flipping tracker or I'll come through. What is that, Dr. Phil? And I'll throw rocks at your window, you dumb. Oh my God, y'all. I watch too many TikToks and Instagrams or whatever. But anyway, Kristen, if you would like to pop in, I just want to read the chat real quick. If you
Sorry. I've been blowing that chat up because you had so many just like bombs that I was like, oh, that was so good. But I do want to answer Shauna's question. And, guys, I'm going to come in with just like a bunch of truth too, because just like Liz was saying, you are never, ever, ever going to know everything in this business. Like, yes, we're giving you this 30-day, map plan, but nobody comes to you with this piece of paper that says, here's how you're going to be $1 million body partner. Here you go. It's just not like that. It does take time. But Shauna asked, like, what if people are not engaging in my posts? My people can be boring. And I'm going to just like come and like, here's my truth bomb for you, Shauna. Sometimes you like when Bailey first started talking and I was like, hey, because Shauna, you do, I'm not saying you don't just post your workouts, but if you guys are still thinking that, we all do it. We all have negative self-talk. Like, oh gosh, I don't want to show this coffee. Like, yeah, show the coffee. I don't want to show my toddler food. Yeah, show the toddler food. Just like Bailey's talking about. But consistently, right, Shauna, like the more you do that and not just have it be the stuff that you do with body, they want to see that. They're so inspired by you. Your transformation is lights out. I love
posts. I think your posts are my favorite in the accountability group. Like when I see your like cute little picture when she's like this, I'm like, God, she's so cute. I love her.
She's got like the best graphic tees all the time. She's got, high school twins. Like there's so much that that is Shauna, like so much. And I think, I'm just going to say this, that you're scared to be vulnerable and to, to talk more on there. You guys, I was told this by a top coach one time when I was like a baby coach. And she said, stop just posting pictures on your stories. People want to see what you're doing. Post videos, post it, that nobody wants to just click through and see pictures and quotes and then this and this. And I was like, that is so true.
When you post your highlights, they only feel capable of posting their highlights. And I'm gonna be honest, some people don't have a lot of highlights in their life right now, y'all. Like some people are really flipping struggling. And when you post the ugly and the dirty and the nasty, and you show up looking like SHIT, because sometimes I'm like, ooh, I don't know, like, I'll get on and I'll kind of do this and like click on a zit right here, and then I'll go, no, we're gonna show up regardless, looking like a hot mess express. People respond so much more to that than they ever will about your pretty highlights or how things went well. And I'm gonna say, I see more personality from you on this little video, and you haven't even talked once, than I've ever seen in the accountability group. Like you're a totally different person on video than you are on a picture. And like, you're even more lovely than I thought you already were. But I'm like, you got to start talking. Like Erin Sykes, she's not on here just yet because she's just getting out of church. She's my best friend. She said no to me for years. She finally signed up. She's pregnant with her third, and she just got done doing Muscle Burns Fat Advanced. Pregnant
Dang.
with her third. She's a baddie.
Yeah.
She's shy. She does not like posting on social media. She finally, after doing this for almost a year now, just started posting like her kids swirling like a flower soup in the backyard, or reading them books at the pediatrician's office. Or she talked about how the roof was getting redone and it was taking 2 days instead of 1 day, and it was throwing off her kids' nap completely. And I was like, Erin, this is it. This is what's going to make you a real person on a social media presence, is by being a real damn person. Like, show up. You don't have to tell everyone everything, because I get that like social media can be a dark and scary place, but we are the light. Like, we can be the light in the world and share just enough to relate with somebody or give somebody a ray of hope, because people feel like it's completely impossible to show up for their health. Like, they think like, unless I'm drinking cellar water and crapping my brains out, then I can't be skinny and I can't be healthy. I think a lot of us came into this just wanting to be skinny because that's what society told us. And we came out of this like, I'm trying to be a muscle mommy. I'm trying to get some gains. I'm trying to eat that birthday cake. I'm not trying to be a wimp. I don't want to be a wimp. I got to be able to pick up these kids. I can't be doing this. So definitely show up. Like, I'm not kidding. I already like love you. And I'm like, I need you to show up more.
But I think it helps because, you know, I don't want you to think that every single time you see me put up like a poll that I've got 50,000 people, you know, voting on it. There are some days where maybe I don't get any votes, or maybe I just have a couple. Like, I think sometimes it's, you know, what you make of it, and just, you know, being truly authentic to you, because like Bailey's saying, you are so amazing. And I think you have so much to offer and so much to help other women. You already have. But then, you know, you take a step back, and I get it. We all have things in life that happen. Like, I was telling Bailey today, like, it's been a rough day. I'm just going to tell y'all, like, for the first time since being a body partner, I didn't hit my goal, and I've never not hit my goal. And it's really, really hard to swallow that. But I'm admitting that to you guys because I'm just saying, like, that's the realness. I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know, it's easy or it just happens all the time. It didn't. And I had a busy month this month, and you know what? It's my actions, like my actions that made that not happen. But I was telling Bailey earlier, like, instead of like the old Kristen, the perfection mindset of like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't do, like, no, I still have helped. Like, she was like, think about how many people already, you know, of our 28 points or something already this year. Like, it's not like I haven't been doing anything. Yeah, you didn't hit your goal. It's okay. Fail forward. It didn't happen this month. Move on. So anyway, all I'm saying, consistency, keep going. They will. Like, it's taken a long time, and sometimes you go slower. And my journey's been slower too. I didn't just like hop, skip, and jump super fast either. You just got to go at your own pace. And I love how Bailey said, like, you don't have to share everything. Some people are sharers. My own personal coach, I'm like, dang, she shared everything. And I'm not
about
like,
her
I don't
ovaries.
share.
She
What?
talking about her ovaries. Like, I'm like, go, Jacqueline, go.
I
I'm a
know.
sharer. I'm a sharer, but like, I feel like most of y'all probably know me personally on here. Some of my girls know me personally, some of them don't. But I'm moving back to my hometown, which is like another hard pill to swallow. But it was my choice to move back to my hometown in 2 weeks. That's why my whole house is in shambles right now. So I'm in the middle of moving to a different state, moving into that house, closing on that house, selling my house. And then I have Summit coming up in July. I got my hair done sometime in the middle of all that. It's a hot mess, y'all, but people love it. It's like a bad wreck. They can't look away because it's so messy. And that's what your life is. Like, just know your story disappears in 24 hours, homie. Okay? Like, yeah. Yes, Jacqueline Taylor, Carrot Muffin Queen. That's what I'm talking about, Liz. Yes. That's her coach. That's her upline, Jacqueline. So she just made the carrot muffins and her Energize and Hydrate. And I was like, girl, you're turning into Jacqueline. Look at you.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I know. Hey, Liz, that's how I started. I saw Jacqueline eating carrot muffins and Energize. I was like, I think I need some consistency like that. That's literally how I found her. Crazy, crazy small world.
Yeah.
And then I flew to her house 3 months later, and I stayed the night at her house, and we've been like thick as thieves ever since, traveled together. It's crazy. Like, crazy.
That's how I met Kristen. Was we went to the August, both of us earned a trip to, like, coaches can do their own separate thing from body, right? So like they'll have like a, a leadership retreat where if you've rank advanced or you've shown like a lot of like leadership qualities, like in your points or what, I don't even really know. It really just depends on who the coach is. You can go to a leadership retreat. Like that would be something that I would love to do with Kristen, Dana, me, and Megan to have a host a leadership retreat. And you get to come for free. We pay for all of your food. All you have to do is travel and get there. And
It's literally like the best kind of perk with this coach. I mean, like we do this for other reasons, y'all, but that perk of going to those retreats and these things are, it's
well,
lights
and
out.
it was so much fun. So we met and we became like friends and like we kind of were like acquaintances at the thing. But then like the more we hung out, the more I was like, I am vibing with this girl. And then we got back and we were like, oh, you're Jacqueline's. So I understand, like I know Jacqueline, blah, blah, blah. And then we went to Mexico together this past March and then just fell in love even more. And then when we all got back from Mexico, we're all from different legs. Like what Chris, okay, I know it's like a tree, right? And so like whatever Liz may sell, I would get points for that, and those points would equate to dollars for me. And the same with whoever I sign up that signs up with me after Liz, my volume trickles back up through Liz. So everybody benefits from everybody. It's not just one person at the top that benefits from everybody down below. Whoever is keep going under and under and under trickles back up the line. So Liz would benefit from people that signed up with me after she signed up. But let me just tell you, Kristen is nowhere near me. Kristen is on she in the Africa and I'm over here in Russia. We're not even on the same team. But I'm still rooting for her and cheering for her. And basically we have to talk each other off the ledge about every couple weeks or so. And we just genuinely love each other. So we decided to partner together because we want each other to win, not because it makes me more money or because it benefits me in any way, but because I like your vibe. I want to partner with you. Can we collaborate on this? Because it's always collaboration over competition. And I think that around women, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes that's hard. Like I had a giant group of friends in high school that like it felt like, why does everyone hang out? Because y'all all don't like each other. I don't understand why are we all going on vacation together? Like this doesn't make any sense. And then I moved away from my hometown and got away from the chaos and like the veil was lifted. I'm like, oh, there are other real people out there that I love. But then those also weren't my people. And then I found these girls. And so for the past 3 years, I have found my soul sisters, the people that I cry with, the people that tell me about their cancer diagnosis, the people that tell me about their attorney's bills, the people that I tell about, my family court situation. Like there's so much crap that people go through. And when you see them withstand the storm because of their tiny little basic foundation of workouts, nutrition, and accountability, you're like, what the frick? Wait, you did what? Like you just went through what and you still finished your workouts? And I'm over here complaining about like something that's not even relevant in this situation. It's just like the most inspiring thing. And some of you, even on this call, I have watched you go through the most horrendous things and still show back up for your health and fight for your health. And it has been an absolute honor. So I hope that all of you get to a point where you have partners underneath you, where you can see them transform and grow, and you can watch the gift that keeps on giving with this opportunity, like show up in other people's lives and be like, holy crap, this is amazing. Because I know that I would not have stayed consistent had it not been for Dana and Meg those many, many years ago when I was in postpartum depression in the middle of a pandemic, not having any help. Basically, my whole pelvic floor was broken. Nobody would help me, blah, blah, blah. Sad story, sob story. Boom. Here I am now. It's a full circle moment. So yeah. I just want you to believe.
It's so special. I don't think you'll ever really meet anybody in this community where you don't feel, like loved, supported, seen. Like it just is this special relationship. Because even my best of friends, you guys, I can sit at the pool with them and they're like, oh God, I'm so fat. And I'm like, where's the positive talk? But they're not body partners. They have not learned that yet. So they're still, I'm like, oh Lord, we're not going there. We're not doing this. Then I do my whole spiel. Like it's just this community, these women, the ones that you're staring at right now, like we get it, but also don't know it all.
It's a different conversation when you sit and talk to people who are on the similar mission, whether that's being healthier, being 1% better a day, maybe learning to be a little more gentle with your kids and not be so angry all the time. Why am I actually angry all the time? Am I overstimulated? Do I have trauma to resolve? Like it's literally so much deeper than just the way you look. It's about the way you feel, but the conversations are different. You don't hear us harping and complaining all the time. We'll say, dang, I hate I didn't hit my goal this month. I'm really pissed off, but honestly, that was actually might be good for this to happen to me so I can let go of perfectionism. Dang, my scale has not changed in 2 years, but I know that that really doesn't mean anything because I've stayed consistent in my workouts for the first time. And I'm showing up and I'm gaining muscle and I can use my pelvic floor again. The conversation is different. It's not why me, it's why not me? Why not me? Let's just do this. So I just want you, if you don't believe yet, you can borrow my belief, you can borrow Kristen's belief, you can borrow Dana's and Megan's, you can borrow the belief, but I just want you to like pretend like you've already made it and then act accordingly. Like boss up. You already made it. You're already consistent with your workouts. You're already a nutrition expert with your own body and what your own body needs with the assistance of Portion Fixer 2B Mindset. You already have a rock star community where you have the opportunity to build friendships that last a lifetime. Act like it. Show up and act like it. Show up and act like you already are worthy of showing up for your life in the biggest way possible. I have like 1 minute and 15 seconds left.
You want to open it up for any questions or anything?
Yeah, we have literally like 1 minute. So if anybody wants to unmute and say anything, we can obviously still talk about it in the I'll put a post in the Launching Leaders page and say, what other things do you have that you might want to chat about? Because that'll give me a better idea for what to talk about next week. I still haven't decided on which Bible study. I'll get to you eventually. I know a lot of us are struggling with anger and mom guilt and maybe a little bit of shame. So I'm going to try and pick something that's relevant to that. And I would love to do a Bible study, but we're all going to do the mindset together. We're going to do the calm your mind mindset. We're going to do our body block, whatever that's going to be. I'm going to do job 1 because it works for this hot mess in the background. And that's it.
That sounds good. So when's the next call? I know you already have it on the Facebook. Yeah, next Wednesday. Okay.
I'll make a reminder post right now before I like get off my computer, and then I'll try and upload this if my little brain